Okay, so here's a new concept for you, and it's a very important one. You want to understand the roles of the elbow, the forearm, and the hands. We do a lot of work. The hands are the main weapons of the body. Yeah, we can use other things as weapons, but the hands are the main weapons of the body. But what do they really do when you're sparring, when you're fighting, when you're thinking about, okay, how do I defend? Okay, how do I attack? These different things. This is what your elbows, forearms, and hands do. Number one, the elbows. The elbows are going to protect you. That's their job. Think of your elbows like your shields, okay? Those elbows are going to always be between you and the other person at all times. So we say fight from behind those elbows, right? Because we're constantly using them to protect ourselves. So that's the very first thing with your elbows. They are there to protect you. Where the position they are is how protected you are. If you're out here and they come in, or if you're here like this and they come in, that's because your elbows were in the wrong position, okay? So elbows defend through their position. The second thing is your forearms. Your forearms are there to intercept. We consider this bridging. They are there to intercept something that's coming towards you. And as they intercept, they can deflect as well. But think of that as what they're doing. The forearms can intercept things along the way. Obviously, you must keep your elbow in the right position for it to defend, but the forearm intercepts. So that's the second thing along the way. And now we have the hands. The hands are there to either clear or to attack, to strike. Okay, so the hands have two roles. The hands can clear things in order to attack or attack, right? So remember that. This is a very, very important concept that you want to continue to have in your mind. The elbow protects, the forearm intercepts, and the hands clear, like a pock or a lop. Lop is to grab, pock is to slap something out of the way. And they also, in addition to clearing, they also attack. So there you go. All right, so here's the next concept that I want you to do. There are two main concepts in this week. This other one has to do with the elbow, okay? So we talk about the bong. The bong sao being a recovery-based movement is not your first choice. I like to say that the bong is a failed strike, and that's why you'll bong. You'll never just throw up a bong. Why? Because that's too defensive-minded for us. We want to be in attack mode at all times. So the elbow rule here, when it comes to bong, is it's the last thing out. In other words, if you're fighting here, okay, if you have something coming towards you, it's better for you to do something else first than it is to bring your elbow out. Okay, that's a last choice, a last resort. Okay, it doesn't mean it's wrong as long as you do it in the right order of operations. So the elbow is the last thing out. It's also the first thing in. So the moment that elbow comes up, the first thing we'll do is bring it back down. So there's a saying, bong never stays, right? Once it's up, it's back, okay? So it doesn't stay in that. So the concept is elbow being the last thing out and the first thing back in. So that means in or out.